Are the two pieces of advice you would give to your 16-year-old self?
My 16-year-old self, I would tell him not to worry because it's all going to work out. Everything that I've done, I think I've done not by the book, obviously not by the book, but it was okay. It all worked out. The other thing I would tell him is to spend more time with your friends. Your good friends are don't always last. Not your friendship, but the friends themselves. So you need to spend time with them.
What are the two pieces of advice you would give to your 16-year-old self?
One would be not to relax, because what I think is important right away, like a crisis, is not going to be important in 5 years, probably not even in 5 months or 5 days. And the second piece would be to enjoy the relationships you have to value the relationships you have with family and friends, because you never know when those are going to be gone, and just to enjoy every moment. I know it's hard in the big picture, but that's probably really important. Yeah. Thank you.
What two pieces of advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
I would tell myself to enjoy your success, all your successes, and I also tell myself that not to worry so much about the failures, that everybody fails, and you're going to move on even though you think it's the end of the world. You will move on.
A good advice for 16 years old. Take your time. Be patient. Don't rush. There is time for fun. It's time right now for growth. So make sure that your roots will be deep in the ground, that you would need to work very, very hard, if not. Leave an open mind and listen to your parents, because they know better.
To stay in the school, finish the school and go to university and get the degree in something instead of just dropping out. And the second advice, to stick around with the good friends, with the winners, instead of bad friends, losers, and do something wrong, because all they can give you is bad advice.
Okay, thank you. So what two pieces of advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
Two pieces of advice I'd give to my 16-year-old self. One would be to love yourself and love everyone else, and two, to do really well in school, because it shows up for it later.
The three pieces of advice I would give to myself is to just know yourself and to know who you are, and to not worry about what other people think about you, and to do things because you want to do them. And the second piece of advice is to really have faith in Hashem, and to just know that, Hashem created you, and there's a reason why you're on this planet, there's a reason why you're in this world, and just know that every day, and that I'm special because I am who I am. I'm unique for myself. And my third piece of advice would be just to know that everything happens for a reason, and just to accept that you can't change what happened, but you can change the way you deal with the situation and deal with how you treat someone or treat a situation. And those are the pieces of advice I would give to myself.